Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 11 of our recovery journey. You guys are doing so awesome. We've made it to double digits. Um, I encourage you in this practice to continue what we talked about yesterday, which is trusting yourself, trusting that you know where we're going, and trusting your body will hold you, and you'll find something new in each posture today. So come on down to the ground. We'll get started. Sit up nice and tall, settling into our comfortable seat. Bringing awareness to our breath. I find myself thinking today, it's always important to come back to the breath, even though we're not technically in that week of learning. And we're learning more about the floor of the earth this week, but that foundation of the breath is what guides us and ultimately helps us move in our recovery journey. We'll take 3 Ujjayi breaths here. Awesome work. We'll begin to slowly move as we start our cat-cows, stacking the shoulders and the hips above the wrists and the knees, dropping the belly, opening through the chest, tucking the belly on the exhale. Breathing as we move through the cat-cows, pressing away from the earth. Finding that gentle movement. Awesome work. On your next inhale, we'll sink back into child's pose, creating space inside of our body. Deepening the breath here. Today, I'm going to invite you into a variation of child's pose that will kind of give us a little deeper of a stretch in the side body. So walk your hands towards the right edge of your yoga mat and then cross your left hand, grasping onto your right wrist. You should feel a deep stretch in that left side body. Continue to breathe here. Awesome. So we'll take it to the other side, walking our hands to the left side, clasping right hand over left wrist. Awesome work. We'll come up and out of child's pose as we come to lay on our backs. I'm going to prop my head up on a pillow today. That just feels comfy for me. Welcome to not. Settling in to the floor, bringing one knee in and then the other. Inviting gentle movement in again as we sync up with the breath. And maybe today you revisit a pose we haven't visited in a while, happy baby. Rocking side to side, maybe in a circular motion, giving that low back a nice massage. Maybe extending one foot out and the other before we come back to knees to chest pose for stillness. Awesome. We'll bring one foot to the mat and then the other. We'll roll onto our left side as we come up, preparing for staff pose. And today I also am going to sit up on the pillow to help kind of bring the earth up to me. So you can, especially in our seated postures like this, bringing the earth up to you can sometimes help you, in staff or in forward fold or head to knee pose. You can help reach your toes if that's a goal of yours. It can also help the posture feel a little bit more comfortable. So we've talked about how staff pose is a little bit more challenging. So this kind of helps ease this posture. Pointing the toes up towards the sky. Ooh, feeling it in my shoulders today. I don't know about you, but feeling it in the shoulders. Two more breaths here. And inhale, we'll lift our arms up and overhead. Exhale, reaching up and over as we fold, head to knee pose. Softening through the face and the jaw. This pose can be so good for our low back. Our low back supports our posture. And that can be something that is difficult when we're recovering. We feel like we want to compensate for whatever is lacking in the moment, but helping strengthen our posture will help us get one step closer to recovery. One more breath here. Awesome. We're gonna roll back on up. We'll come to lay on our belly for Sphinx pose. Pressing into the earth. So We're gonna stack our shoulders right over our elbows, palms out parallel to each other, pressing with our elbows and our palms, the tops of our feet and our pubic bone away from the earth, feeling that opposite stretch in the low back from what we just did in the head to knee pose. Breathing deep here into the belly. Engaging those palms and the tops of your feet. Creating strength in the shoulders. Awesome work. So for our final pose or our new pose today, it's we're introducing puppy pose or puppy posture. In Sanskrit, it's Uttana Shisho Sana. Very fun. So how we're going to get there is we're going to press with all of our hands and our forearms into the earth. And we're going to slowly lift our bum up into the air and then walk our knees right underneath our hip points. So we're kind of looking like we're going into this like weird child's pose almost, but we'll keep our legs parallel to each other. And then on your exhale, you're going to sink back towards your bum, straightening your arms, and then shining your heart towards the earth while keeping those front arms parallel. So something like this, you should feel a deep opening in your shoulders and your back body. And if you are recovering from a shoulder injury, this could be very intense for you. So I recommend starting in this pose. So again, kind of like we're in all fours, kind of like we're in a child going to a child's pose, and then slowly sink back towards your bum or straighten those arms slowly. And then once you feel that intensity in your shoulders, stop right there. The key, again, as we all know, in the recovery journey is to challenge ourselves, but not to like over press ourselves, especially when things feel intense in the areas that we are recovering. So if you can extend your arms fully, I invite you to sink deeper, shining that heart towards your mat on each exhale. Oh yeah, my shoulders are super tight, so this feels so good. Pressing those palms into the earth. One more breath here. Awesome. Slowly come out of that pose, coming up to all fours, and I will meet you in our comfortable seat, Sukhasana. Awesome work, guys. That is a really intense one. Puppy posture is one of those that just feels so good and yet hurts so bad. especially if you are recovering and your shoulders tend to get really tense. I know right now, like being part postpartum, my shoulders can get really tense. And that shoulder opening and stretch in puppy posture just feels so good and hurts so bad, which is true for most of recovery, if I'm honest. Um, but that is it. That's our practice today. Thank you for joining me, and I am excited to see you tomorrow. Namaste.